Guyana has a new problem, one that has destroyed many small countries before, becoming rich too quickly. For decades, Guyana was barely on anyone's radar. Most of the country was covered by tropical rainforest. Its population had not even reached 1 million people. Its economy was small, and its name was rarely mentioned when people talked about South America's major powers. By all logic, Guyana was expected to remain a quiet country on the edge of the continent. But in just a few years, everything changed. Guyana suddenly became home to one of the world's hottest offshore oil discoveries. And as history has shown time and time again, when oil begins to flow, prosperity is never the only thing that arrives. Powerful nations, global energy companies, and geopolitical interests soon follow. To understand why Guyana's transformation feels so extraordinary, we first need to look at what the country was before oil changed everything. Located on the northern coast of South America, Guyana borders Venezuela, Brazil, and Suriname while facing the Atlantic Ocean. Although it sits in South America, its official language is English, and its political and cultural ties are much closer to the Caribbean. The country covers about 215,000 square kilometers, yet fewer than 1 million people call it home. Around 87% of its land is still covered by forests, making it one of the most heavily forested countries in the world. For decades, Guyana's economy depended on gold, bauxite, sugar, rice, timber, and shrimp. These industries kept the country running, but they also left it vulnerable to swings in global commodity prices. In 2019, nearly half of Guyana's population was still living in poverty. Then everything changed, not on land, but deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean. Deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean, geologists had discovered something that would completely change Guyana's future. In 2015, ExxonMobil and its partners struck oil at the Liza field inside the Stabroek Block. At first, it looked like a single major discovery. But it wasn't. More discoveries followed, one after another, turning the Stabroek Block into one of the largest offshore oil discoveries of the 21st century. ExxonMobil estimates that the block contains nearly 11 billion barrels of recoverable oil equivalent. For a country with fewer than 1 million people, this wasn't just another energy project. It was a complete economic transformation. Guyana wasted no time. Just 4 years after the first discovery, the country began producing oil in December 2019. From that moment, production expanded at an incredible pace. New oil fields were developed, massive floating production vessels were deployed offshore, and a new energy industry began operating around the clock. While life on land appeared much the same, a new economic engine was working just beyond the coastline. By late 2025, production had reached around 900,000 barrels per day, and ExxonMobil expects production capacity to grow to 1.7 million barrels per day by 2030 if future projects stay on schedule. That's where the real challenge began. Guyana entered the oil era without decades of experience managing a massive petroleum industry. Suddenly, the country had to oversee billions of dollars in investment, complex international contracts, and public expectations on a scale it had never faced before. The rewards were extraordinary. In 2024, Guyana's economy grew by 43.4%, making it one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Oil production continued to rise, while GDP per capita jumped from about $21,300 in 2023 to nearly $31,000 just 1 year later. On paper, everything looked like a success story. But rapid economic growth doesn't always mean every citizen immediately benefits. The real question was no longer whether Guyana had become rich. The question was whether that wealth could improve the lives of ordinary people. To prepare for its new oil wealth, Guyana created the Natural Resource Fund, a sovereign wealth fund designed to save and manage oil revenues for both current and future generations. By 2025, the fund had received billions of dollars from oil profits and royalties. But as the money kept flowing in, so did the pressure. Could the government use this wealth wisely? Would new roads, schools, hospitals, and infrastructure reach every part of the country? Or would the benefits remain concentrated among only a small group? As Guyana became richer, it also became far more important to the rest of the world. The Stabroek block is operated by ExxonMobil, which owns a 45% stake. Chevron holds 30% through its acquisition of Hess, while China's CNOOC owns the remaining 25%. This means Guyana's oil industry is no longer just a national story. It has become part of the global competition for energy, investment, and influence. At the same time, an old territorial dispute with neighboring Venezuela has returned to the spotlight. For more than a century, Venezuela has claimed the Essequibo region, a vast territory that makes up nearly two-thirds of Guyana's land. The dispute became even more sensitive after the discovery of massive offshore oil reserves near the contested area. In 2023, Venezuela held a referendum reaffirming its claim to Essequibo. Guyana rejected the move and continued defending its sovereignty through the International Court of Justice, ICJ. The United States also expressed support for Guyana and expanded security cooperation as tensions increased. Today, Guyana stands at a historic turning point. A country that was once overlooked has become one of the world's fastest-growing oil producers. But its greatest challenge is no longer finding oil. It is making sure that this extraordinary wealth creates lasting prosperity, protects its sovereignty, and avoids the resource curse that has troubled so many resource-rich nations before. The world once paid little attention to Guyana.